My mom gave my baby whiskey, and she almost got away with it. I couldn't believe that my own mother mistreated her first grandchild, and now I'm reconsidering having any more children. It all started when I noticed loud grumbling coming from his tummy, so I thought he was hungry. But when I tried to give him his milk bottle, he pushed it away angrily. I got really worried and noticed that his excrement was different from the usual too. I packed it up and asked my husband to drive to the family clinic immediately. After examining, the doctor sternly asked why my child was intoxicated. I jumped from my seat out of panic and screamed, "What?" I started tearing up, and the doctor explained that he had noticed the smell of alcohol from the child's breath and clothing. And upon further examination, there were traces as well in the excrement and sweat. I explained how ever since my child returned from staying with my mom's for the night, he had been crying and acting odd. The doctor hypothesized that the mix of milk and alcohol made my son's stomach churn painfully, which caused him to cry and refuse food. I was in shock and couldn't believe that my own mother would ever do something stupid as to give my child alcohol. I called up my mother, asking directly if she had given my son any alcohol. At first, she confessed to rubbing whiskey over his gums to help with his teeth. She later added in a soft voice, "I'm sorry," but he wouldn't stop crying and I was losing my mind. I gave him a little bit of the whiskey with his water. I swear I thought it was fine. He fell asleep after that and was a perfect angel when you picked him up. Did something bad happen? I started cursing her out over the phone. She promised she meant no harm, but the tone in her voice sounded sarcastic. My child was in pain for hours at home. My mom said, "What's the big deal? I used to do that to you and to your brother when you were babies. It worked out well. I just forgot the no milk rule for the alcohol." I cried into my husband's arms, realizing that my mother had done terrible things to me and my sibling as well. My mother heard me crying and yelled, "Stop all that noise, you stupid girl." The doctor jumped into the conversation to explain and inform my mom that alcohol for babies is not a recommended treatment, even for gums. I told my mom, "You need help," before hanging up on her. Once the call was done, the doctor asked us to leave our child one night longer to make sure everything was really flushed from his body. He also told us to bring my mother to a psychologist for evaluation, because based on his experience, something was terribly wrong with the way she acted. I agreed, saying that my mom was really acting beyond the usual, most likely some mental health issue that had been overlooked or recently developed from old age. We took our son from the clinic to recover at home and followed the doctor's recommendations to help my son fully recover. After that, we made plans to bring my mom to a facility to get checked.